My name is Rob Basso, and as a successful entrepreneur, I've been involved with hundreds of businesses and learned from their owners what makes them tick. Today, I'm on a mission to help entrepreneurs examine the challenges they face and find solutions to make their businesses even stronger. This is Basso on Business. Basso on Business started with the simple concept that when business owners band together to help each other, the entire community wins. I have a passion to help individuals navigate their way to entrepreneurial success. With that in mind, we've made significant changes to our show, including a multi-day shoot, 2 cameras, and enhanced the format to an unscripted situational production that has brought immediacy and deadpan truth, not to mention some embarrassing moments. We will strive to raise the bar on each show to continue to help businesses survive and thrive. All of the guests on Basso on Business have several things in common. First, they want to help their businesses prosper in these very challenging times. And just as importantly, they were very courageous in sharing the intimate details of their operation to help the Basso on Business community think critically about their own businesses and solve the similar problems they may be facing. They truly are the catalyst that makes our effort possible. Rob Bluver from Lamontia Gallery has a budding business in the fine art space with a beautiful showroom in Northport, New York. Robert and his business partner, Jim Lamontia, have been struggling to get a business plan in motion to fulfill their dreams of being a wholesaler and getting the staff to run their gallery while they build their mini art empire. You must be a very busy guy. It sounds like it's like 3 or 4 businesses built into one. How do you manage all of that on a day-to-day basis with only a few people working for the entire organization?
You know what? That's one of the challenges that I deal with every single day of doing business.
What effect does that have on your bigger plans for the business, your 1-year plan and your 5-year plan? It sounds like that could be a significant hindrance to get you where you want to go because you're so busy putting out these fires.
Absolutely. The budgeting, the billing, all the things that you have to do to run your business. However, that does everything else that you want to do to help you grow your business will take a back seat to that because you have to get those things done. Speaking of planning, Scott Rose from Rose Fence seemed to be a man without a plan. He had been running a $28 million business, and then the bottom dropped out of the housing market, and so did the revenue of his company. A giant storm came to the region to fill his coffers, but he could have done a better job planning for a possible downturn. Okay, the storm came, it helped you out, you got some new business. What did you do differently in your business after you had that major challenge? What mindset changed?
You know, now it's put the capital away.
So your money was tied up. You might have had assets, but you couldn't easily go and get the cash out of those assets.
Exactly. And that was very frustrating.
Scott's a fighter and drained some of his personal assets to right his ship. Subsequent to much discussion, he is rethinking his approach to planning and implementing some new strategies. Everyone knows that sales are the heartbeat of a company. Adam Schwam from Sandwire, an IT and backup solutions provider, knows this all too well. But he seemed to spend his entire day planning for having some sales effort, but not actually doing it. He has empty space that was not being utilized and a great product for sale. He was just not growing his company to its fullest potential. Adam needed guidance on how to get sales moving faster.
You know, I run a company and I spend my free time on sales.
See, I'm just envisioning, just by that one comment, I spend my free time on sales. I just think of that and I hear it and I'm like, oh my gosh, because sales should never be done with just your free time. And I'm not knocking on you, I'm saying this is the way the company's set up. If you're a small business, you're taking it to the next level. With using Tim's just simple 90-day plan to get that put in place, it's going to make a dramatic difference in what this company's going to look like.
Sure, and that's exactly what I want.
Marketing and brand awareness is a key factor in moving a company forward, and Joe Tucciaroni from the National Network of Accountants certainly understands this. Joe runs a successful company that helps accountants and their clients with their financial and insurance needs. He has had some challenges deciding which direction his brand should go, and these challenges are slowing his efforts to bolster his brand awareness and continue his good work. He thought simply some refinements to his logo and literature may help. We suggested he consider an entirely new strategic marketing approach. Well, when was the last time something like this was updated?
Oh, probably 10 years ago.
10 years ago. You need to update this stuff. I mean, you look at some of this stuff here, I don't think it portrays the image you want, but I think there's a bigger issue with the whole concept of this branding. Would you agree with that?
Maybe we should just take this all and kind of throw it off the table.
What are we gonna do? What are you doing?
Branding is not your issue. And that's why we have Gary here. Branding, that's like third, fourth, fifth down the line. And Gary's going to help us figure out what the real challenge is.
You have visions, right?
I do. I have a lot of vision.
You have dreams?
Yep.
Well, strategy is going to transform the dreams into your vision. You may think that your customers and prospect know your business, but they may not. We have to answer some essential questions that are really going to be the position and the backbone of your business before you even get to the branding material. So realistically, whether this was updated or not, or whether you did it last year, the year before, or 10 years ago, we really have to start with the basics, and it all starts with a strategy.
Our economy depends on access to capital for organizations to supply the goods and services we buy. Even the premier bedbug killer of the region, Lloyd Garton from Select Exterminating, needs a good bank to help his business. Lloyd had recently purchased a business, and the payment to the seller was crushing his cash flow. He tried many banks with no luck. He needed refinancing, and fast.
We've contacted many banks, banks that I've been doing business with for years and that I thought I had great relationships with, and been absolutely turned down.
Why do you think they've turned you down?
Because they've never really understood the business model. They never really understood what pest control is and how we run our business.
Do you think you put the package together appropriately where it was all brought to them exactly the way it should have been?
They give you a list of things that you need to supply.
How would your business look if you got that refinancing?
Well, we'd certainly be able to operate in a very smooth fashion. It'd be much, much easier.
Lloyd, I have a suggestion. I have some expert banking relationships that I think can really help craft your package and take a look at Lloyd Garton as an individual, a person in the community, and how great Select Exterminating really is. And maybe we can teach them about the exterminating business so they can actually help you get this loan closed, because I think it's going to make a dramatic difference in the way your operation runs. Social media is on everyone's mind. From Facebook to Twitter and a slew of new places to be heard and seen on the web, companies cannot ignore the impact the right program can make. Adam Zaitsev and Dr. Bill Germano are the leaders of Cats Fitness on Long Island and have a unique model based on personalized programs. They ventured into social media and were unsure how much time and effort they should spend on it to best impact their growing business. Have you looked into the whole, social network marketing? Because I spoke to Bill and he says, we got a Facebook page.
So we have experimented with that, and one of our people set up a Facebook page, but it takes time to understand the best way to get that out there.
Well, you know what? I think I can actually really help with that. I'm going to call one of our experts, Bill Corbett, in social media right now. So let me just get him on the phone.
Great.
Bill, it's Rob Basso. Yeah, I'm over with Adam and Bill over at Cats Fitness, and they're struggling with a problem.
They really want to get involved more with the social media networking, and I know you're the expert at that over at your organization.
But maybe we can give these guys some advice on how to help them get their name out there.
Oh, absolutely. I think the social media is a great way for them to attract new business, but there's also the PR side of things. We got to get their name out in the public.
Like in health publications, in fitness publications, and having mentions on those websites and in those news articles will certainly help them
to drive traffic to their website. There's some great people there.
I'm sure working out, losing weight. I'd love to get some testimonials up on their websites.
I'd like to see some stuff about their the type of workouts they do.
And really get that out there on their social media, but try to push that out to other people so they'll become fans and friends on Facebook.
All right, well, I'm going to formulate
some of my thoughts, and I'm going to get back to them and give them some advice to help fix this problem.
How many times have you been left standing at the airport by an undependable car service? Matt Silver from Ultimate Class Limousine and Ground Transportation works hard to ensure that never happens. Matt is a typical business owner pulled in 20 directions every day and sometimes gets overwhelmed with stress because he insists on jumping into every situation to personally fix client issues. He also has an extensive networking schedule that can get challenging to juggle.
If somebody calls and they're a good customer, even if they're not a good customer, their customer calls, they need a car right away. If I don't have a chauffeur to do that, I'm gonna jump in a car and I'm gonna go do that because it's customer service.
Maybe that person who made that call didn't have to be you. That's all we're suggesting. Not that that call shouldn't have gotten made. It should have got made. That's good customer service, and you went above and beyond. But if you could knight somebody in your organization to have the authority and forethought and hire the right person to do that, you wouldn't be doing that. You'd be selling another deal. Yeah, you saved that one, but you could have sold 2 more doing something else. Matt needed to work on using technology and delegation techniques to help him get out of the day-to-day mix and start being the CEO. Jeff Tempone from East Coast Refrigeration is a tradesperson with a knack for fixing nearly anything. And now he's working to fix his ailing company morale. Jeff has to step up and become the leader his company needs to fulfill his plans of becoming a powerhouse in the region. Armed with his technical background, he wants to be a major player, but without formal training, the road will be bumpy. I know that Jeff can do it because he's incredibly motivated and eager to learn new skills.
I'm really looking forward to the ideas and the feedback I get from the exposure from doing this. That's something that, I take a lot away from people in business anytime I'm around them. So the more people I can be around, the more I can learn and how to be more effective in leadership and owning the business, running the business. So I'm looking forward to all of it.
Today is about helping your neighbor, your colleague, your fellow entrepreneur, and community. By opening the dialogue in this room, you will be able to take the spirit and important information you will gather back to your organization to help you reach your highest potential. The best way for our interactive discussion to work is if you participate in a constructive manner. Our goal is to see where our Basso on Business guests have taken their businesses since we last visited them, and for the important business leaders here today to be part of the conversation to get America back on its feet, one business at a time. If you leave with one great piece of information and implement something positive in your business, today has been a success. Don't be shy, speak up, and help yourself and help your business community.